Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Well, it is Monday, December the 8th, 2025, and I want to show you what I'm having for my repetitive breakfast this week for the next 5 days. I'm going to have an English muffin toasted with 1 egg on it and half of this apple. That is going to be my breakfast for the next 5 days. Hang on, and I will show you what that looks like. Okay, here is my breakfast. It's a toasted English muffin with an egg, and I did the egg on the mini dash griddle, and I decided to have a piece of cheese on my breakfast sandwich this morning. I think it looks really good, and this is just half of the Granny Smith apple. I will eat the other half with my lunch. Okay? All right. Now then, this is a very inexpensive way to eat. Will eat this same breakfast every day for the next 5 days. Very inexpensive. It's nutritious and very satisfying. So keep that in mind if you would like to try it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, I know you're going to be shocked, we're going to make some soup. And our soup will be our lunch for the next 5 days as well. Okay, see you back here to make some soup. Okie dokie, we're going to make some soup for the week. And these are going to be the ingredients of my soup. I have some chicken. This is from some chicken legs that I cooked yesterday in the pressure cooker. And I deboned the chicken after it was cooked, and this is what I've got. So I'm going to use a portion of this for the soup, and I'm going to, of course, a portion of this goes for my little dog's food as well. So because I cooked the chicken, I was able to glean this amount of broth for my soup. So I will be using this chicken broth in the soup. I've got some frozen pieces of celery along with some of the leaves, and I've got an onion, so I'll be using that. And I don't have any fresh carrots, but I do have some canned carrots, so I'm going to drain this can of carrots and I will use this in my soup. Now I want to make a chicken noodle soup. I don't have any purchased egg noodles. I don't really feel like making egg noodles, so I'm going to use a part of this fettuccine, and I will just break it up and cook it ahead of time, and then that will go into my soup for the noodle portion of the soup. Okay, all right, stick with me and we will put all this together. Okay, I melted some butter in the kettle, and I added all of the onion, the chopped onion, and I added some of the frozen celery, including some of the leaves, because I think the leaves add a lot of flavor because they're subtle, and I like the way they look as well. Put a little salt on the vegetables. Help sweat them out. I've got it on about a medium heat, and I'm just going to let these saute, and then we'll add in the other ingredients. Okay, I pulled out some of the chunkier pieces of chicken, and I'm just going to give those a bit of a chop. I don't care if they're very fine, because as the soup cooks, it's going to warm them up, or break them up. So let's do that. And when you can see some chunky pieces of chicken, it's nice. It's very nice. So you can see I've just used a portion of the chicken. So I have plenty left for Sadie and for other things as well. There it is. I guess I was out of the shot a little bit when I was cutting the chicken. I got so engrossed in it. Okay, in goes the chicken. Let's put a little bit more butter in. You can use whatever fat or oil you want. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you like. Okay, in go the carrots. I did drain them. There's always one little slice of carrot that never wants to jump in the pool. Why is that? I don't know. I like to do it this way because it adds a lot of flavor to the soup. Now, I already cooked the fettuccine. I've got it draining in a colander, and I did give it a rinse to get some of the starch off of it. Now here's the 1 quart of the chicken broth. You can see how gelatinous that is. It's really nice. Got a little fat on it, which is awesome. Get this stirred up. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all the jars or not. I would expect I'll be using the quart and the 2 pints, so that'll give me a couple of quarts. Okay, I have rinsed the jars out with some water so I can get the rest of it. And there we go. Now, I'm going to bring this up, the heat up, going to bring it up to a boil. Well, I wouldn't say a full boil. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. But in goes the fettuccine. Now, I broke the fettuccine because just to make it more manageable when I'm eating it. The fettuccine is still a little bit al dente, which is just fine because it's going to continue to cook in the broth. Doesn't that look awesome? That looks awesome. I'm going to give this a quick taste. Let's see, just for seasoning. Oh, broth is so delicious. I think it's all right for now, but I'm just going to let it cook. I'm going to bring it to a boil and then turn it down and just let it simmer. You can see that I have a pint of broth left, and I have actually a half a pint in the refrigerator that I didn't take out. So this can be used for other dishes. Okay, I have decided that I'm going to add a handful of this chopped organic spinach, frozen spinach from Aldi. And I think that will add a lot of nutrition, and it will taste good and add some nice color to my soup. Beautiful. Maybe a little bit more. This is chopped quite small, which is very nice, so it's not going to be stringy. Okay, I'm going to continue to let this cook, and we'll be back. Okay, here's the soup. Now, just so you know, I added another can of carrots because, you know, you can't have too many carrots. And I sprinkled some garlic powder in the soup as well. See what nice color the spinach brings to the soup? I think it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to let this cook a few more minutes, and then I am going to give it a taste. Okay, here's my soup. I'm going to taste it. This is just a little dish so that I can taste it. Now, you can see the carrots, the celery, the fettuccine noodles, the spinach, some chicken, Looks delicious. Let's give it a try. All right, that's pretty good. Very good. I think it needs a little bit more salt. Other than that, it's delicious. I'm glad I added the extra can of carrots. Now, listen, when you make this soup, if you do, put whatever seasoning you like in it. It doesn't have to be this seasoning. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. But if you want to add a different seasoning, by all means, go ahead. I don't see why you can't flavor it any way you like. Asian, Italian, Mexican, do whatever you like. Whatever you desire, you can do that. Okay? All right. All right, that's it for me today. I love you guys. You know I do. As always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay, I feel so blessed to be able to have this for my lunches this week. And I feel very blessed to be able to bring this to you. I hope that it inspires you because all of you inspire me. All right? All right, I will meet you in the comments and we'll chat. Okay, love ya. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.